Hello, I'm State Senator John Kavanagh. Welcome to another edition of Kavanagh's Corner. And the subject of this Kavanaugh's Corner is Trump derangement syndrome, a chronic illness that has afflicted many, many Democrats. And it's manifesting itself in even more horrible ways today than in the past. Two examples come to mind. The first is their reaction to the horrible, tragic flooding that occurred in Texas earlier this week that took the lives of so many people, including children at a day camp. One of the Democrats' leading intellectuals, Rosie O'Donnell, blamed President Trump because of cuts to the weather service. In addition, the New York Times ran a similar news article claiming there were cuts in the weather service who would normally have been monitoring and giving out the alerts. Of course, buried at the end of the New York Times article was the statement, although these cuts may have occurred during the Biden administration. So, lies, vicious spin lies, anything to harm President Trump. And let's talk about the other big lie that is now being perpetrated by the Democrats. And that is that the cuts to SNAP, food stamps, and Medicaid that were in the bill recently passed by President Trump, which also maintain the tax cuts, that those cuts will cause the death of millions of people all over the United States. These Medicaid cuts. What baloney. First of all, none of the news articles really tell you that the only people who will not get Medicaid or SNAP are able-bodied adults who don't have minors at home to care for, right? Who aren't working at least 20 hours a week or going to school or doing community service for that period of time. So any of these able-bodied people, if they go to school, work part-time, or if they have children under the age of 6 to care for, right, they don't lose any of these benefits. So who is President Trump taking off of these welfare programs? Lazy bums, and they should be thrown off anyway. But this won't stop Democrats from spreading the word that President Trump and the Republicans are killing people by using their half-truths. Don't fall for it. Tell your neighbors not to fall for it. And remember, be careful around Democrats. Many of them are, in fact, suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, and their behaviors can be unpredictable. Thanks for watching Kavanaugh's Corner.